name is Shelby Aldred, your World City Queen Petite 2019. I'd like to welcome you all to our YouTube channel. We're super excited for our first video here today. We're going to talk to you about Miss Canada Globe Productions, or MCGP for short. And we hope to have videos every week with title holders to tell you a little bit about their experience within pageantry, and we've got a lot of fun new things coming up for you. So I'd like to introduce Maya Santana Pilar, our CEO and Director of Miss Canada Globe Productions.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Miss Canada Globe official YouTube channel. I am so excited, Shelby, that Miss Canada Globe Productions has finally have a YouTube channel. And we are actually in our office here on Toronto, Ontario, which is 1215 Sinclair Avenue West. So I would like to talk to you about the Miss Canada Globe Productions. As you know, last year was our 20th anniversary, our 20th edition of the pageant, and the pageant is going stronger year after year after year. And so it all started in May of 2000 when the pageant was created by Tracy Homestead from Winnipeg, Manitoba. And she envisioned the pageant not just to be based on having a beautiful girl wearing a crown and sash, but to actually use a figure of a title holder to promote true Canadian beauty and use the power of the sash and crown to inspire others and make a difference in the community. So that's the main factor of Miss Canada Globe Productions. That's the reason why we have the motto, true, a symbol of true Canadian beauty. And every year it goes stronger. And with one simple pageant of Miss Canada Globe Productions, or Miss Canada Globe Pageant, it actually built up to having Miss Teen Canada Globe in 2005. 2006 was Miss Teen Canada Petite. Miss Canada Petite also started in 2005. And then we have the Mr. Canada Globe in 2009. Then we have Little Miss Canada Globe, Miss Preteen Canada Globe. And then now we have the Miss of Canada category. And this pageant is very important because it opens to all women who are who have passed the age of the Miss age, so 27 and over, for women who are single or divorced or who have been married, as well as from 18 and above as well, who are single moms. So, and it is also open to transgendered women. So this is a first step that we have taken to include everybody. With that itself also as well, the main factor of Miss Canada Globe Productions is that we are a humanitarian pageant. So we are a non-profit pageant organization, which again, our main focus is to assist different organizations, non-profit organizations, charities, be there in events, and bring public awareness to the causes, to their causes. So we are very happy to assist different charitable institutions. Now, a lot of people are saying there's a lot of pageants who are doing that, but one thing I could say is that our pageant is the only pageant that has an actual office. And I'm not here to put down other pageants, but some other pageants choose to have the pageants or their workstation to be from their home or a virtual office. But for us, we have staff working for the office as well, and I will introduce them to you later and show you all the members of the staff in the office, on site and out of sight as well. So that's what Miss Canada Glow Productions is about.
So for me, I started with Miss Canada Globe in 2018. Wow, that was 2 years ago now. And I actually was accepted as a finalist in February, so this month. And I saw it as one of my memories on like Snapchat and Instagram, and it just brought back a lot of fun memories. And then, of course, all the pictures that I see through pageants, and it just becomes a really good network of people. I didn't think I'd ever meet anyone from like Nunavut or Alberta. Like you get to meet people from all over Canada, which is a really cool experience, and I'm so grateful for it. And not just that, having my international took place in Dominican, so I got to fly out of the country, which I've never done before. So it just completely opened up new experiences for me, and I'm just really grateful for it.
Thank you so much, Shelby. And one thing that I would like to add about the pageant as well is that, again, we don't judge a girl by her size, by color, race, ethnicity, religion. We're very inclusive to everyone. And that's what makes Canadians all about different people coming together and promoting Canadian culture. So that's what Miss Canada Glow Productions is all about. And why do we have a YouTube channel? Because I believe that it's very important that the Canadian pageant industry is so aware about the Canadian pageantry, because a lot of people are still stuck about Canadian pageants, that beauty queens or pageants is all about just being beautiful and not really doing anything for the community. But a lot of title holders, not only from MCGP, does a lot of volunteer work, does a lot of dedication to make a difference. A lot of the girls and even guys who are in male pageantry do a lot of advocacy work, because they believe that they have a voice. Having a title gives you a voice. And I think that the Canadian crowd, the public, needs to have respect to all Canadian pageantry, all Canadian title holders, all Canadian pageants. And with that itself, then we will get that respect and designation that title holders deserve, because it's a lot of work to be a title holder, and it's a lot of work to do pageants. People don't understand that. We've come to an age of 2020, modern age, where the pageant scene is changing. It's not just about being a girl who's just beautiful and wave in the camera and just promote world peace. It is actually coming from the heart. So one thing I also want to address is that even Canadian pageantry, why do we some are so divided, why all Canadian pageants are so divided, is because of the fact that some pageants in Canada, and I'm not going to mention any names, choose to badmouth one another instead of respecting one another and be of supportive to one another, because they're thinking that, oh, their pageant is much better so that they can get girls. And it's not the right thing, because, you know, we are all belonging to one industry, and the industry is so small that, you know, people go from one pageant to another. I'm so envious about the Philippines and Latin America and other countries in Asia, that how they're very supportive of every other pageant. Even though they're competition, they still respect other pageants, other national pageants. And I hope that that happens here in Canada. But all I can say is I have a complete respect with Miss Universe Canada organization. as well as the Miss Canada TM and Miss Teen Canada TM based in Quebec. So, and hopefully one day, pageants in Canada will rise and be all united and be one happy family. So compare about your experience with other pageants in Miss Canada Globe Productions.
Yeah, so I've competed in a couple different pageant industries, and I've also judged other pageants as so kind of behind the scenes stuff. And what I like about Miss Canada Globe is the fact that we have confidence training. That's something that I haven't seen any other pageant offer, and I think it's a very crucial and important part. I feel that a lot of girls come into pageantry and it's their first time. They don't know what they're doing. And yes, walking in heels is important so you understand how to be poised and have proper posture, but having confidence is something that's, I think, the most important, because you're not just showing yourself as who you are, but it's opening up and getting to know more about you. So confidence training we did in my year, and it really helped me bond with the girls, and it helped me understand, okay, yeah, I might be shy, but I can totally do this, right? It gets you into that mindset where you realize how much you actually are worth, and I think that's really valuable.
It breaks the ice as well. And just to give commendation to the confidence level training, actually this course, which is only offered by Miss Canada Globe Productions, it was actually improved by a former title holder, and she's also one of our on-call public relations specialists. Her name is Eden Pereira. So hi Eden, if you're watching, thank you so much. Also Jennifer Perrin, who is still active with our pageant. These two former title holders have made this confidence level training improved, and it's something that girls really appreciate because you see them grow from how they are. You know, there's a saying that pageantry is not actually forcing a girl to change herself, but it's actually improving herself and showing to people the better version of herself, right? And I always believe in that, and that's the reason why I'm so passionate about beauty pageants or pageantry in general, because it is a self-development program, and Miss Canada Globe Productions is a self-development program. It's not just a beauty school or a beauty competition. It's actually developing girls' confidence level, even men's confidence level, so that they can actually be of service to the community and sing a story of who they were and what they have become after the pageant experience, right?
And I'd like to add on that, it's not even just the confidence, it's the stuff that they do afterwards. So the things you learn. So confidence, yes, is very important, but you learn real life skills like interview skills and how to, word things properly to make it seem like, we're a little bit more put together. So when you go into the job force and you go to an interview, you understand, okay, this is what I want to say, this is how I'll word it, so I know I get the job. After doing the pageant, I had an interview for another job, and they hired me on the spot, which had never happened before, because everyone knows jobs in Toronto are very, scarce at times. So you go to interview after interview after interview, nothing. So me having that little bit of an upper hand, and I thank Kim for that so much. Kim Magistrato, he's one of our trainers. He really helped me learn to articulate and to make myself, seem smart in the words I use.
And there's a lot of other former title holders from our pageant system who are still involved with our pageant, and also has blossomed to become better designers. I can talk about Meji Mazalus, who was our Miss Canada Globe 2010 first princess, and then later became Miss Black Beauty of the World. And after her pageant experience, she still works with our pageant as one of our most very awarded trainers, very good in catwalk training. and now she's a designer. Another thing is Nicole Rankert, who is also an awarding title, fashion designer, and Jennifer Perrin, who's actually a nurse right now. We have also Christy Kennedy, who is working who's a social worker. A lot of the girls have moved forward to better careers because of their experience with Miss Canada Globe Productions. So I like to make that into a point. It is a personality development program.
And continuously working with people even after the pageant takes place. Like Meji trained me for my international, and without her I really don't think I would have won. She made me look stunning on stage and like helped me build a little bit more confidence in walking in heels, because I'm still a little bit, you know, I'm not perfect, but nobody is. And big thank you to Nicole for making one of my dresses for me for the Maha competition, and also helping me, you know, learn how to sew my own dress, which I made for the welcome dinner, which I got a lot of compliments on. So.
And a big thank you to also all the parents of our former title holders and current title holders, because every year we have a parent committee and they help out and they help us improve the pageant system. So special shout out to Mark Caron, Ellen Grant, Cheryl Pantaleon, Ron Pantaleon, Mercedes Lachica, Amy Hippolito, Linda Rojas, all these beautiful parents that made MCGP where it is now. There's so much. Digna Ramos, I'm trying to remember everybody, but we will go through that during acknowledgements. So, and we will talk about the confidence level on another show, on the other hand. So,
exciting events that we have coming up. One of my favorite things with Miss Canada Globe is the events that we do, especially when there's children, because they're always like, oh my god, look, a princess. I'm like, well, I'm a queen, but pretty much the same thing. The last one we did was the Walk for Memories, and that was downtown Toronto, and that was a really nice public event. Like, there was a lot of people there coming out to support one cause, and we've done that walk. We did the CIBC Run for the Cure, Terry Fox Walk, the AIDS Walk Toronto. We've done a lot of like those charity
various galas.
Yeah.
So again, our title holders is not just attending glam events or walking the red carpet. They also actually walk for the New York Couture Fashion Week, Toronto Couture Fashion Week, different fashion shows. But the most important thing is that we get involved with charity-related events. Something coming up is the Easter Seals Telethon on March 29th. We're so excited about doing that. We have also the Easter Parade. We got invited to different events as well, like concerts and something. So we will post that out. And we always go live on our Facebook page and also Instagram page so that you are aware of all the events that we do throughout the country. So we'll talk about also the international pageants. As you know, Miss Canada Globe Productions title holders are sent not only the 4 main queens, which is Miss Canada Globe, Miss Teen Canada Globe, Miss Canada Petite, and Miss Teen Canada Petite. We for Miss Canada Globe category, the winner goes to the Miss Globe Pageant, which is our parent, which is the Delhi Art Association in Albania. So hi Petri, the president of the pageant. Then there's the Miss Canadian Tourism International that goes to Miss Tourism International, and then other pageants. So there's also the first princess, second princess that are sent to different pageants. Miss Teen Canada Globe winner goes to Miss Teen Universe pageant, which is in Panama. Also Miss Teen Mundial, which is in El Salvador, Miss Teen of the World in El Salvador. Then we have Miss Teen Mesoamerica, Miss Young of the World, Miss Canada Petite goes to Miss Universal Petite, Miss Canadian Petite International goes to Miss Petite International. So much pageants to actually just explain. So we send about 25 girls. And not to talk about other pageants, but other pageants mainly focus on the actual winner. But we send 25 girls from all categories, right? So and they are basically the national roster members. So we will basically talk about that in another show again. And we would like to say thank you so much for watching this video. We will be active in showing you a lot of different things, different stuff that are happening throughout Canada about Canadian pageantry, especially MCGP Queens. And we will feature different title holders, reigning title holders and former title holders. And again, Shelby, thank you so much.
Yeah, I love coming here. It's like a good energy.
And then we will show you actually the actual office environment of the MCGP, so you know who you're speaking to whenever you're calling the office. So again, thank you so much. Yeah. And again, we will be back with different shows that are coming up. I'm so excited.
So don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and families within the pageant community, who aren't in the pageant community, anyone that you think might be interested. Also, don't forget to hit the notification button so you'll be notified every time we post a new video.
And don't forget to subscribe, because that's important so you can get all the notifications of new videos that we upload and different events. And if you would like to visit our website, go to www.misscanada.tv. Also, we are live on Facebook, so Miss Canada Globe Productions, and our Instagram is Miss Canada Globe Official. Thank you again.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Shelby Aldred, and I'm your World City Queen Petite 2019. I'm here today to give you a tour of the Miss Canada Globe office. So I'd like to start off first with the dresses that we have on the wall here. I think this is really handy for photo shoots and stuff like that if we ever need a gown.
And appearances as well.
Yeah, and for appearances, we also will sometimes do live auctions so that we can get rid of some of the dresses, and those usually help fund some of the girls' pageant expenses, like for small things like taking them out for lunch. I know it was a really special treat when I went to my international, and I really enjoyed that, and we've just got so many lovely gowns here. I feel like there's always something to choose from. We've got over here some of our staff members. We have Tita Sol here. Hi! Mother of MCGP. And Tita Claire, our internal affairs. So she's one of the first people that you'll speak to in regards to applying for the pageant. You want to say anything? Or?
Yeah, thank you. So, our kitchen, because we have to like heat up food for lunch and everything. Workstation, guys, so there's like, it's an active office. So, this is our MCGP office.
And it's located downtown Toronto, which is a very, well, is this technically downtown? St. Clair area?
Yes,
Yeah,
downtown west.
Kind of near Dufferin Station. I think that's the closest subway. And it's really nice that we can come in here if we have questions or we want to set up a meeting or just kind of come and hang out, which I'll probably be doing more often, so get used to me. Yeah, so this is a really nice spot that we have, and if you have any questions, these are the folks that you'll be talking to. Also, not here today, but we do have Tita Julie, who is basically our pageant mom. She's also delegate management, and she's super nice, so I hope everyone gets the chance to meet her in a new video. We also have Kim Magistrado, our choreographer for the pageant, and he's really super nice. He helps us with our walk training a lot, helps choreograph the opening number, which always look flawless. And big shout out to Meji as well. She is our
trainer.
Yeah, trainer, and she also helps with the walk training as well as some of the interview skills. And
Jennifer Perrin, actually, Jenny Ann Perrin, who is one of our admins of our Facebook page, and also partial scouter, and Fernando Balbuntin, who is our videographer, and more people, so you will all know them during pageant time.
so this is our office here. Thank you so much for watching our little tour, and we hope to see you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on our videos, and hit the notification button so you'll get notified when we post next. Thank you.